Never give up. For great things take time. Keep pushing forward. And one day, you'll look back in awe at how far you have came. Subscribe. Welcome to a new series. This is a continuation of the last Rocket League video where we climbed from 1435 all the way up to 1584. This time we are climbing into Grand Champion 2 and seeing how far we can get. There is a lot of action in this video and it may be long, but stick around as I explain each game and commentate what's happening or what could be improved. But firstly, let's get into a quick 20-minute training session to warm the old fingers up. Okay, now finally that's out the way with. It's time to get into some ranked games, and we will be starting at 1564, so there's no time to waste. So let's get into the first game of the video, shall we? First of all, before I start getting into what happens here, I want to say a big thank you for the support I've been getting lately. I know I'm a small YouTuber hoping to bring some new type of content to Rocket League, but I've been really motivated with some things people have said about my videos. So yeah, thank you all. Now let's get into it. As you saw, I was trying to demo the opponent, but he narrowly escaped, leading to a quick turnaround to attack my teammate's possession. I tried to get back, but get demoed in return, which was some weird type of karma. I challenged the opponent from the ceiling in attempt to either block or shoot the ball. And on my way back for rotation, I debated whether or not to challenge the next opponent, but chose to return behind my teammate as it's the safer option. When challenging the ball for a 50-50, it's important to know where to block from, as you don't want the ball to get in a better position for the opponents. Instead, you should look for where your teammate might go, as this could lead to a good opportunity for a counter-attack. After defending for a short moment, I went to collect midfield boost and waited for the right time to go. But as always, you don't want to overcommit to play when you are last back in defence. As I go back with the ball's speed following, I'm looking for what my teammate is doing, while also observing the opponent's position on the field. I try not to play too risky to avoid free goals for the other team, but instead wait for good timing to strike. This isn't always possible, as the other team sometimes have a brain as well. But my play style is rather strange to some people, as I would rather outplay the other team instead of using speed or mechanics. But as always, like any other Rocket League player, I do have my own share of moments where I monkey. But in those moments in which you doubt yourself or become angry with how you are playing, just give yourself a mental restart. A good way of doing this is simply observing how the opponents play. Isolate each player to their abilities and assess the best way to move depending on the position they are in. As we attacked the first guy here, I knew he didn't have a great place to put the ball away from me. And for the second guy, I knew if I just closed the gap between us, he would throw the ball away. This short intervals of observing ended up giving me and my teammate a free goal, starting our lead. It's important to trust your teammate in this game, as this can give your teammate some confidence, making them play better. But in some cases, in which your teammate may be struggling with certain scenarios, just assist them, or watch out for what you know is their weakness. Just by doing simply assisting and safer plays, it creates a bond of chemistry between you and them, leading to them understanding how you are playing. This helps as this is a team-based game in 2v2, so the more your teammate understands you, the better off you both are, and increases the chance you will win your games more often. And if you ever begin to start tilting, then it's sometimes a good idea to either watch back your game in replays, or maybe you understand what your problem may be. So go into training and focus on those areas on what you are struggling with. Then after some time has passed, you should return back into some more online games and see if your practice has paid off or not. For me, I like to train my aerial mechanics, and also strangely, I like to practice on my awkward situations such as low boost corner recoveries, and improving on my low boost dribbling. If you want me to make a separate video discussing what you should be in training practicing, I am more than happy to explain and demonstrate what you are struggling with and how to overcome your comfort zone to improve your gameplay the fastest. As you just saw, I attempted to block the opponent, but he ended up not hitting the ball, but instead accidentally soft touching the ball. I know watching back that I should have just returned behind my teammate, but I guess I was tunneled into the ball too much. This ended up leading to a goal to them. Back to what I was talking about observing, it's good to watch how much boost your teammate has by the circle indication meter located above their name tag. I like to leave mid boost for when they are returning, which can increase their likelihood of not tilting in a way, as the more you anger your teammate, the more likely it is for them to become irate and make mistakes and blaming you, which could also tilt your own gameplay. Always treat your teammates as if they are your own family for the short period of time you are playing together. At the end of the day, you never know what is going on in someone's life, and Rocket League may be one of their only enjoyments from the endless hard work they put into their real-life world. This goal that the enemy team scored was most likely my own fault, as I thought my teammate would take the ball and the corner boost up the wall, but instead I left myself with no boost and faking my teammate. In this situation, in which the kickoff goes back to your own net, try to expect the other team's last man to try and shoot, but I done this blindly, in panic, as this is a weakness for me sometimes. So I tried recovering, but it was too late. I admit this was my fault twice now. But if you get into this situation where you may have gave 2 goals away, don't be hard on yourself, as mistakes happen, and we are not all like the pro player Zen, who doesn't make mistakes and plays perfectly all game. The majority of us are just trying to learn more and experience new situations to improve, but never give up on yourself, like Bob Ross said. Mistakes are just happy little accidents. I think what he means by this is when you make a mistake, you are getting better at what you are doing as long as you understand what to do the next time you do it. This goal was honestly strange, as it looked like the opponent was just going to miss, as he has most of the game. I've observed him several times, and his unprecedented gameplay showcases some whiffs mainly, but I will have to be more patient going into the next games with this experience I've learned. You may have noticed we are not winning this game so far, but I would rather include all games I play into the video, as it gives more of a background to the grind session. It's okay to lose games sometimes, but by just playing, you are subconsciously training your own mind to improve. I know I've spoken a lot of how to improve, and it's okay to make mistakes, but I feel like it's important to note these things, as there is a lot of toxicity in this game currently, and perhaps bringing some light into my videos, we can slowly change the outlook people have on it. But as the game draws to an end, I would like to say that we are currently on a road to 500 subscribers, and if you could take a moment out of your time to simply pressing subscribe and keeping up with the channel, it would mean the world to me. But let's get straight into the next game. I always like to check the scoreboard every time I get into a new match to see if I recognize anyone from previous games I've played, to get an advantage, as I already know how they play. Off kickoff, my teammate wastes no time to get us our first goal, which demonstrates this guy is not messing around. But due to how many games this video has in store for us, I want to quickly recap some to save some time, as this video is already getting quite long and there are many more games to come. So for this goal we have a simply long shot, but as the opponents were out of position, it was a free goal for us. Next, my teammate plays smart by faking the first guy, then flicking over him, and then another flick past the last opponent. I fake going for the ball to make the opponent hit the ball away, and then pass to my teammate. With a soft touch, and with a power shot from midfield, my teammate gets another goal. I trusted my teammate to get the ball, so I was going to prepare for a redirect shot, but unfortunately, he missed, leading to a goal for the other team. For this one, after kickoff, I returned back to goal and waited. But as I went to save the ball, I misjudged its placement, leading to another goal for the opponents again. Then straight after another kickoff, they get another goal. But unfortunately for them, they ran out of time to score anymore, and finishing off for a win for us. This win gave us plus 10 MMR. Now I want to mix things up and showcase in a quick time lapse. More games in order until we get closer to Outlast games. So please sit back and enjoy this monstrosity. For this game we dominated, winning by 4 goals, gaining another plus 10 MMR. Next we won with a lead of 2 goals, and another plus 10 MMR. This game they forfeited randomly, and I'm not sure why, but we will take it. And now making us reach 1573 with a lot more to come. My teammate scores in overtime, and now we have reached 1603, marking our new climb through 1600. Comment 1603 if you made it this far into the video. We won this game by only 1 goal, giving us another 10 MMR, which is amazing as this is our first win in 1600, and after an intense game we win in overtime, and achieving 1622. We won this game in another overtime. Now at 1631, we lost this game ending our win streak. We won this game, but now to change the pace, I'm going to display the points gained or lost and recap when we return, for example like this. Now for the final game of the video, we are currently at 1658, which is Grand Champion 2 Division 3, and now closer to the 2-hour mark for this session. I want to thank you for sticking around this long, and I hope I've given you some good content to distract yourself from the real life world. I make these videos for you in hopes to teach and direct you with a new way to look at this amazing game. As I narrowly miss this demo, then the opponent quickly gets it past my teammate, also marking the first goal for the game. And if you have noticed, I'm the lowest rank in this lobby, but I'm more than confident in my abilities, my mechanics, and my speed. So let's try win the last game with some style. In this game I have a few things I need to look out for, as everyone is now faster. So I need to monitor my boost, and always be sure to where my teammate is the pitch. Because if we want to win this game, and those more to come, we need to be vigilant in the coming ranks, and get to Grand Champion 3 for the first time. But honestly, I'm not worried as my teammate is really good. So all I have to do is play consistent and work as part of our team, and I'm sure nothing will go wrong. So now let's get back into the game, with a goal from me. This happened after my teammate went for a shot, and it was saved. But luckily, I was there to clean up the goal. For a good tip on kickoffs, it's always good to follow up close behind your teammate, usually referred to as cheating in this game. This gives a good opportunity to get midfield boost and control over the ball, as my teammate has control over the ball. He gets attacked by the opponent, which launches the ball off the ceiling. I then hit the ball downfield in my teammate's direction and attempt to go for a strange fake on the opponent, but it failed and I got demoed. I observed the opponent attempting to pass and cut him off beforehand, which hit the ball towards the other team's goal, but rolling up the post instead of going in, but my teammate was ready and attempted to score from his position in the air, but he narrowly misses in, which I follow up with a spin around a flip into the ball, leading to another goal for us. Honestly, I know I'm not a professional at this game or a professional at making videos, but as you continue to follow along on this journey to Supersonic Legend, you will learn a thing or two, even if you're the new to the game, or have been playing a while also. If you want me to participate in any sort of challenges in the future, or would know another YouTuber that is interested in collaborating, then I would be more than happy to view such suggestions. And even at this point in my Rocket League career, I still have a lot to improve on, even though I have been playing this game for 7 years now. That's what makes this game so unique and interesting to me. This is truly one of a kind game, with no other quite like it. Now enough with my rambling. In this play I wanted to give my teammate time to rotate back with boost, but as you will see, this didn't go to plan as well as I thought. As the opponent pushed me hard, I attempted to get the ball away, and didn't see the other guy, whom would go on to equalise this game. Just from observing the opponent plays, I know that their player with the least amount of abilities is the guy in the Octane. Knowing this, we can use this knowledge going forward for when he is in defence, but the only downside is the good player in the Fennec. I can tell he's fast and is capable of a much higher rank. Knowing the position of the opponents on the field, it's easy to find a weak spot, such as this pass to my teammate, which would lead to a goal. By just watching where the opponents are on the field and be patient in when you are going to hit the ball, it can lead to making your life much easier. When versing good players, you can make them look like a plat, even though they are one of the highest ranks in the game. And just another small note, you don't always need to be mechanical and do 12 resets in a row to get a higher rank. You can simply just play smart and safe, and you will most likely improve in the harder mechanics as you increase your overall playtime. And when you become exhausted with the game, a good way of refreshing your motivation is just by watching how other people play the game. Like myself, I have more time watching people play the game than actually playing the game weirdly, such as, with this scenario, I have seen how to avoid an air dribble bump by others doing so it became second nature for me to do it with ease. So next time, You may be in a slump with the game, or you're not happy with the way you're progressing. Maybe it's a good option to do as suggested, and then return back once you're refreshed and ready to conquer the online scene. But back to the game, the opponent attempts to get a good clear, but fails, and as I was in a good position to follow up, I shoot the ball on target, and they forfeit the match, giving us our final win of the video. We started this video off at 1564 and gained 104 more MMR in total. If you like this art of video, let me know, and I will continue this series with more games on the road to Supersonic Legend. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.